Some people are, they're naturally like that, bookworms, they enjoy all that. I'm not like that. And I felt lost because I didn't know what I was good at. Right? I was mediocre at everything. So many people out there, what am I good at? I'm good at nothing. There was so many things I was just average at. There was nothing I excelled at. But I had all this knowledge other kids didn't. Yeah. I knew so much, but what can you do with it? You know, you got
absolutely nothing.
Unless you get a bit older and then realise there is something you can do with that knowledge.
Tell stories.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's talk about the story of you getting a little bit closer to the criminal mindset.
The circles I was travelling in were all my dad's circles now. Yeah. Like my best mates are now my dad's best mates' sons.
Right.
They're family. For all intents and purposes, we call these people extended family. Right. Even one of them, our South London, for Tyrone, they're cousins. That's my cousin. Right. So from South London, Tyrone was like my dad's older brother. Right. Yeah. So we've got all of that, and I'm with all these people, and all the knowledge I have, it's relevant in them circles. Now, a lot of these go out to work like my dad. They're not straight ghosts. They're like their dads. Mm-hmm. They're following in them footsteps. Mm-hmm. And I'm following closely behind them. And I'm accepted, remember.
But you are still going to work at this time, right?
I was.
Normal corporate jobs.
I was.
And you love the office life. I thought you when you cut out for that, I thought you were that sort of person who'd love it.
Oh, God, I've never despised anything so much in my life.
Oh, really? I mean, 70% of people despise their jobs, apparently.
Yes, not apparently, I would say that's a fucking given, mate. But I hated it. I can give you examples why it doesn't work. Now, the mentality you've got in a working world is completely different to my dad's world. The obvious one everyone knows, let's go with the things people will associate with villainy, the grassing thing, how much it's hated. Yeah? Grasses are hated in my dad's world. That's an understatement, a real understatement. But telling tales as a kid, don't tell tales. Like, for instance, I couldn't do it with a teacher. Even this young, when I said the mindset was there, I noticed this as a young age. You 2 kids in a classroom, 1 teacher, 1 kid breaks something, yeah? Mm-hmm. Say that kid's me. I break, no, I'm not the kid, the other kid breaks something, yeah? The teacher comes in, this is a perfect example. They come walking in, who did that? Normally, kids don't care. He did it, I saw him do it, miss, he did it. I wasn't allowed to do that, I was too scared of going home. And my dad saying I told on someone. Yeah. So I'd shut my mouth and the other kid would take advantage and go, oh, he did it. Now I've just been blamed for something I didn't do because I kept my mouth shut. Now, this is at a young age. Now as I'm older, I'm realising that I have got this psychological outlook that I won't open my mouth. So I'll go on a job and it'll be 2 of us on a job. This is when I was an engineer. Mm-hmm. Someone else will fuck up the job. Mm-hmm. But it's a cutthroat world, the corporate world, Chris. People stab each other in the back all the time. Not in my dad's world, though. I'm not used to that. Bit of loyalty and all that. They ain't got none of that. They're not your friends, they're just workmates. So these people, I'll go, oh, don't worry about that, I'll cover for you, I won't say nothing. Not only have I covered for them, they've blamed me. Right. They've gone in and said to the governor secretly, well, he did fuck it up. I ain't even touched it, it's their job. But I'm getting the blame for it. Mm-hmm. Because I keep my mouth shut and I won't say it's down to them, yeah? So this is where it didn't work. I did not have the mindset ready for that world. Mm-hmm. I am torn between 2 worlds. My morals and principles do not work here for these people.
But you could have learned the morals and principles of the
I tried.
Wouldn't have taken long.
It's too ingrained in me, Chris.
So, because when you were at a job where you told people?
No, this is different. See, this is a mindset, but this is me being stupid and seeing how other people treat you and the reactions you get from people. Yeah. Is that you do get workmates as well. There was a couple of people I worked with. To this day, if I met them now, I'd be all over them. Right, they're nice people, people I trusted. They're good as gold. Yeah. Right, and I remember going out on the piss as me and my mate Danny, we've gone down a pub and there's a few others from the company that have turned up and I like them, but you get drunk and I'm not going to lie, I had a bit of gear as well. Chris, like a fucking idiot. This is back then, I was a bit different then. And you talk. And I'm talking about your private life now because you're outside of work. You might moan about your boss like everyone does, but then you do get onto your private life. So one of these fellas knew a lot about me and they started to find out more. Now, I can't help myself. This is how stupid it is you'll have people drunk and they might mention someone. Now, they might mention someone I know. Like I said, my dad knew people with very famous names, Chris. Even though he weren't as known as them, but this is the fault, Damien. They're talking about these people they don't fucking know. They don't even fucking know this man they're talking about. He's a friend of a friend, or my mate, or my uncle knows it. I personally know the people. Personally, myself. Because I've been drinking with them in pubs with my dad since I was that big. But because they're celebrities, they're not going to believe I know them. And it used to drive me...
So it's just an ego thing for you then?
No.
Hang on a minute. Your old man was an under-the-radar villain, but you want to totally exclaim how many people you know.
No. I'm not... Look, I'm stupid. This is what I've done wrong. We'll tell you what I've done.
Plus, that's in the corporate world where it holds no sort of...
Yes, but what I'm doing is not through ego. It's trying to put the record right. I'll go, no, that didn't happen. You're talking bollocks. How'd you know then? Well, I know the person, don't I? Oh, all right. What you know? How'd you know him then? Oh, Ryan's dad's a gangster, didn't you know? And then this is how it starts, see? So then I am saying, I'm opening my mouth doing the wrong thing now. Right? I am opening it. I should have just kept my mouth shut stupidly. Right? It's stupid of me. But I couldn't. Can't keep my mouth shut. Well, you're wrong. How do you know? And then I'll go into it, and then all of a sudden I think, what do I sound like? Afterwards, boozing, wits out on it.
So you are gradually getting shoehorned into a criminal lifestyle through the sort of shadow of your old man.
I didn't see that at the time. I did, yeah, but I didn't see it at the time. So I'm coming out of these jobs. I've got no job. Then my dad gets nicked again. Yeah. Out there. So I've got nothing, got no money. What am I going to do? I'm not going to go back into that job. I don't like that. I kept getting sacked everywhere I go. So I'm obviously not cut out for this. Yeah. It's not really me. It was my brother's job, what I was doing. It's what he did, Russell. I'm following his footsteps, and now I've got my dad's teachings interfering with that as well.
So in amongst all that, were there some sort of criminal offers coming in?
Yes. There was
bits and pieces.
There was more and more.
Tied you over.
Yeah.
Right, tell us about something soft then, if you don't want to...
No, I'll be honest. It was drug dealing and thieving. Right. And I was ashamed of it at first because my dad saw it as very low level. Don't be petty. But that's even worse because you get bigger. And I'll give you an example of what one of my jobs, and I was good at this sort of stuff as well. I'm not cut out for my dad's world either, see. We can go there later if you want to find out why I weren't cut out for that. But there were certain things I was good at.
Like what?
I was good at distracting people. I've got a big mouth. I can be heard a mile away. And so I'd go on, to give you an example, I'd go on a bit of work. That's what they call it, a bit of work. Oh, Christ, what names call it. But anyway, I'll go and, let's say a warehouse, for instance. All the people in the forklifts driving about there, and I'll go in the daytime. Bruv, where's the gaffer? There's a gaffer about, I'm looking for some work. Whether I sound like a mug or not doesn't matter. The fact is, when you've got someone loud shouting and you're at work, everyone's looking. People on forklifts are stopping. Who's this prick? Right? Yeah? That's the job I'm being paid to do, isn't it? Right? So I'm distracted. Bruv, now they're all looking at me. Now one of my pals can slip in and knock the cameras out. I won't say how. They can knock the cameras out for late that evening for when we go back. So I've just done the distraction job of the day. And now I'm in. Doesn't matter that I'm doing that job and I'm coming back later. I'm in with these people. If they get 7 year, I'm getting 7 year. And it's like, this is why I know you can't dip your toe in the water, Chris. You can't be in what you're either in or you ain't.
But you were dipping your toe in.
I was in. You can't dip your toe in. You're in. Because in means...
Hang on a minute. What, in? Like you're in.
Yeah, you're
nothing
in.
else. You no aspiration to be anywhere else. All your mates are doing the same thing.
I was in. You'd be ringing your mates next week. Who's doing what? Got any work? What are you up to? And you're always looking for that next bit of work, the next pound note. That's what we call it. Where are you going to go for your next pound note? And you have little groups of people that you work with. This how it goes. Mates. That's all organised crime is, really. Mates that you trust. Networking. See, look, with anything, it's networking.
So what was your old man thinking about this? Did he know about any of this?
No, he didn't. He was happy that I was... In one way, he was happy because the friends that I had... They had respectful families. My dad respected my mates' dads and things like, we go, they're good family, they're proper stuff. See him, his dad's a fucking proper man. And I'd have all that. So these youngsters who were the same age as me, us together, they had a lot of education, the same as me. Some of them were in it a lot heavier than me at a younger age. That's all that they did. And their dads knew about it. You call it bad parenting, doesn't matter, that's the situation, right? But my dad didn't want to know. Now, I remember a couple of times I've done a couple of things like drug dealing was like being a stockbroker. You buy low, sell high, is what you're doing. So because of my name, who I was, I could be given, I'm not going to guess, but I have been given could be given a couple of $100,000 worth of gear. Yeah? But it's because your name. You put your name to that, say, right, these people ain't giving it chizzy. No, well, I want my money. They tell you, make sure, don't fuck up. I want my money. You've got 2 weeks round out, you've got a week round out, and I want my money. And they give you a price. But no one normally gets this. It's like you're given an entrance because of who you are, a pass card, a VIP card, like going behind the concert stage. I'm O'Halloran. I'm allowed to go here. Yeah. Yeah? So you're given that sort of leeway with these people. And then you find out it's easy. You're using your contacts. And I'm using my dad's mates. Now I come home, and then my dad pulled me and he went, "Let's sit down, son." "All right, Dad." I was about 23 or something, like 24 at the time. He sat me down, he went, I won't say who the fella is. He went, "You got to give so-and-so 15 grand, didn't you?" You know, it just dawned on me, he knows. I went, "Yeah, but Dad, I got that covered." He went, "What did I fucking tell you? What did I fucking tell you about getting involved with my people? You don't do fuck all."